Um, this book here, The Giver, I've been seeing this title for a while, and I've been wanting to read it so bad, and it took me a year or so before I got to it. Um, I think a couple of my kids read it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I would ask my one of I think I think just one. I don't think the other one read it, but I would ask my child who I raised, what is this about, and she couldn't articulate on what was going on in the book, and so then I would ask my students, okay, you read it, like my higher readers, what is this book about, and just like my own daughter that I raised, my students would say, oh, it's really good. I'm like, okay, well, what is it about? Tell me about the plot. But don't like spoil it, but tell me about the plot. And no, my students could not articulate on what this book was about. And then I finally got to it and I read it myself. Looks like I got it special. It says $2.99 on the back. But anyway, this is The Giver by Lois Lowry, and this book is very, it is, I understand when they said it's good. It's highly entertaining because it's constantly shifting the plot. You're never getting resolved. Like something's happening and then you're curious, like it really hooks you. You're curious as to what's going to happen. You want to know the end, and then it just switches. So it has a lot of ironic twist in it, and then it's parallel to our the way our society is set up here in the United States, where our high school system, and I kind of suspect that it's based off of the way Christian principles and how it seems parallel with that as well. So you got several parallel plots going on simultaneously without resolve, and in the end you just expect some type of resolve, some type of resolution, and the end didn't give me that resolved feeling, but this book will keep you reading. I suggest I tried to listen to it on a book on CD type situation, how you download the app and you listen to it. I have one free book, so I tried this one. I kept falling asleep, and that's not because this book isn't entertaining. I kept falling asleep because I'm not used to being read to, and I do my own narrative voices and my own. When you read, you imagine what the voice sounds like, or you imagine the situation in your mind. That's just a fundamental reading skill. And so to have someone read it to me, and the reader was kind of, in a sense, a little monotone. So monotones make me fall asleep. So anyway, I don't know if I suggest this book. This book, I'm going to tell you, this book messed with my mind. It kind of, recently I heard the host of The Real, Adrienne Ballon, she said, she said something like, what if this is all like made up or something, but yet it's wonderful and it keeps her faith, keeps her having faith, something like that. So same thing, it kind of makes you question things, and it just kind of messed with my mind. Like, I think you have to have a strong mental capacity to and be very strong in your faith, extremely strong in your faith, before you read this, because it's a mental thing, it's a mental trip. So yeah. In a sense, I kind of wish it took me a while to get these thoughts and concepts out of my head, that it was swarming around in there. So I kind of understand why now the kids can't explain it. And this is one of those books where you have to kind of just read it for yourself. I would give it, it's entertaining, so 4 stars for that, I guess. Not even 5, but 4. But yet, I don't know. You have to read it and try it for yourself. But if you have Christian background and you're new in your faith, I would not suggest this book. It's just how society is made up. So you have to, if you're a deep thinker, yeah, this will do it. This will do it for you. Okay, so that's my review on this book.